god. Oh my god. I have no words right now. Look at that. The Egg Dragoon's back and... Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, are you serious? I know I'm late, but like this is like the first couple of times that I'm watching this. Because I know that E3 is today and they're like showcasing all of this stuff. Oh my god, look at this. I see some West and everything. That's the... Look at that. Look at that. God. This part was amazing. This part is just... Oh my god, this is beautiful. This is... Huh? Shadow? Edge? What? Metal Star? Chaos! They broke... What? Huh? What? Who's this? Bruh! Bruh. 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 What? What? Okay, hold up, recap. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe what I'm just looking at right now. Alright, so are these like... So Shadow and everyone else, I assume, are either like on Eggman's side or... No, not on Eggman's side. Probably just gonna be like bosses or something. Like, that's what I think. It's probably gonna tie with the storyline. And then we have this thing person. This is probably like the new anti. Look at him, he looks so cool. Remind me of Mephiles though, from the way he looks. But oh my god, this game is gonna be amazing. You have the Egg Dragoons back, and this really feels like, oh my god. This is awesome. Oh my god. Oh my... Alright, you know what guys? I'm gonna make a completely separate video in depth of my opinions. This is just like my first like couple... This is like the second time I'm looking at this. Oh my god, I'm so hyped. They bring back Chaos and Zavok, but... Oh my god, look at him. And then... Alright, you know what? I'm too stunned to speak right now. I'm just gonna end the video. This is my first reaction. I'll just stay tuned because I'm gonna be making a completely different commentary and opinion video on my own on this. See you guys later.
Welcome back to IGN Live at E3. We just got a hands-on look at Sonic Mania, and now we're going hands-on with Sonic Forces. Marty and I are being joined once again by Aaron Weber. Now, whereas Sonic Mania is the new throwback Sonic Forces is a more modern take on the game. Is that right?
That's exactly right. So Sonic Mania, a very 2D, retro-style game being developed by Sega in collaboration with fans and fan developers. Sonic Forces is the new game from Sonic Team.
Right.
It's being developed on a brand new engine called the Hedgehog Engine 2, and it evolves what fans and critics alike said they liked most from 3D Sonic games. So in particular, that's stuff like Sonic Colors and Sonic Generations for 3D Sonic. We've added in Classic Sonic from Sonic Generations, and for the first time, fans can create their own unique character and customize it and customize the way it plays as they go throughout the game.
Okay, so tell us, give us a little bit of detail about that.
How does that work?
The roster of Sonic characters has grown, especially like once Sonic Adventure was introduced.
Yep.
The roster grew and it only grew from there. So the decision to let people actually sort of put their own personal stamp on it, where did that come from?
Yeah, that was an interesting thing because I think the team in Japan was partly inspired by the amount of creativity that exists within the Sonic fan base. There's a lot of people out there that have very talented abilities when it comes to creating their own characters. And as far as the internet's concerned, sometimes we see the crazy things too, but I'd like to also point out that there are a lot of super talented fans out there that make really cool stuff. And so we're allowing players now to take that and kind of, to a certain extent, make that within the game, within kind of the world and the rules of the Sonic.
So do you choose like a base animal?
That's
and
right.
then
Yeah.
you start customizing like color, gender, that kind of thing?
Exactly. So you start with one of 7 types of animals.
Okay.
Each of the animals has a different ability. So one of them might pull in rings that are nearby you. One of them, if you get hit, might keep an extra ring, so you can get hit a second time.
Yeah.
One of them might have a double jump. So that's how you start, and then from there you start to customize the base model, right? You pick the gender, you pick the eye color, you pick the color of the body, and then from there you can unlock accessories and kind of deck them out as you're playing through the game.
Oh, cool.
And the more that you play, the more you're unlocking for your characters.
Are those accessories cosmetic, or do they also give some sort of like stat boost or abilities?
Both. That's the cool part. So there's 2 types. There's what I'm just going to call accessories here, and what are called wisp-ons. And accessories are how to decorate your character, make it look cool, right? And some people have asked us, is that going to show up in the cutscenes too? This is the joke with every game that has a custom character, and there's this really serious cutscene, and then your character walks in looking really silly with the sombrero or something.
Yeah, that happens.
Right?
Yeah, you can watch our Mass Effect review.
So your character will show up in the cutscenes with whatever you choose to put on them.
I like it.
We're playing through, actually, here we go. We're playing through as Modern Sonic right now. You're telling about the cast of characters. There's Vector the Crocodile, Charmy the Bee. Now, one of the cool things about this game is we've tried to really hone in on 3 gameplay styles and stick to those 3 gameplay styles. Sonic Adventure had 6 gameplay styles, It's kind of been condensed down a little bit, but even though we've got Modern Sonic here, which is that evolution of colors and generations, like I mentioned earlier, the original character that you get to make kind of plays a little bit differently, and we're gonna demonstrate that. Modern Sonic's got the homing attack. That was the stomp there that we just saw. Obviously, he's got the boost, and there's a boost meter in the bottom left that you can see. And so we're going to see, there we go. There's Amy confirming that Shadow has been spotted. Oh my goodness.
So how did you, obviously in the initial reveal trailer, it showed that it has both modern Sonic as well as sort of the little classic Sonic, the little chub.
It's got a little
which no, I love. So what was where did that decision come into? Like, hey, let's sort of, allow both worlds to collide.
Yeah. Well, that was pretty easy, actually, because you look back at the games that both fans and critics, like I mentioned, really liked. And as far as 3D Sonic is concerned, one of the most loved ones was Sonic Generations. And people said, this is a great throwback. The controls it's feeling like a good step forward. And so we didn't want to necessarily just take that cookie cutter, right? The team never wants to take something and just do the same thing. So they wanted to make a game where it's not throwback levels. It's a lot of new stuff in there. And we have like a green hill, but it's kind of like a dusty, deserted green hill that's being destroyed a little bit, right?
He's given up.
He's actually he's jumping to another level to show us the green hill in a second, which is there's a boss fight we're going to show off. It's going to be everything you're seeing here is going to be playable at E3. So if people are watching this and want to play, come by our booth at Sega, check it out. You can play all of the 3 levels we're going to show today, as well as Mania, of course. So Green Hill looks a little bit different, right? There's some throwbacks in there, but a lot of it's new. And so that's a big thing for us. So here we go. I think I hear it at least.
We can hear it. I hear the rolling.
Powering up.
There it is.
Oh, so this is cool. So this feels like very much a classic Sonic boss.
Yeah, minus the spinning saw blade. Which it was a wrecking ball.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's just slightly more violent.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, cool, I beat the boss, and then not quite surprised. So
I did not expect that. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, good. We surprised you once at least. All right. So you get these moments where, like, here comes the Egg Dragoon, which is a very different boss from the original Sonic 1 boss in Green Hill Zone. And now he's got his own attacks. In the background, you can kind of see like the sandfall that's happening because Eggman has taken over the world. So Sonic and Classic Sonic and the character that you make in the game are all kind of fighting together as part of a resistance to take back the world from Dr. Eggman. So in some ways, it's a little bit darker, but you still got your bright moments and bright levels like you kind of see here with the grass blowing in the wind there. And we're just fighting back against Eggman. I think we're going to try and beat him here.
You mentioned you wanted to pare it down to 3 sort of more focused game types. You had the Sonic Adventure game type, which we saw originally, running through the city.
I wouldn't call it adventure. I'd call it more like generations.
Okay, more like generations.
Like an evolution of generations, slightly.
And then we saw it sort of go into a 2D-ish.
That's right.
And then what would you say is the third?
The third is the original character,
okay.
the custom avatar gameplay style, and that is sort of a little bit of the modern Sonic that we saw, but it's got some new stuff in there with the Wisp-On, as well as the grappling hook that you've got. That lets you swing around levels and get to different parts, and we're going to see that in just a second.
Oh, very cool.
With a customized character?
That's right.
Okay, cool.
That's right.
So I'm curious, so you make your own character, then like when do you play as Sonic? Or do you choose who you play as with every level?
Good question.
Yeah.
So there are specific levels for specific characters.
Okay.
You go through those as you go through the game.
Gotcha. So you guys sort of identify in the story, you're playing as Sonic now, you're playing as your
Exactly,
character.
as you flow through the game.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And we'll take a look. We've got a randomizer here because we're like, we're making a build for E3. We should probably not let people make their own characters at E3 or the lines are going to be 8 hours
Yeah,
long.
I can
So
see that, yeah.
we just
That's a
it
good
randomizes it for you when you come to play. And so you can kind of see that was the stompability. That's the custom character.
Okay.
It's kind of small here, but you might see it in more, a little closer as we get to the end of
What
this level.
are we playing as? What sort of a critter?
This is, I think it's the cat that we've got here. Yeah, you can make a cat,
Yeah.
make a rabbit,
Yeah.
you can make a bird. And this is the Wispon, and by pushing, in this case, the triangle button, right, we can bounce around and platform using the Wispon. At the same time, we can also use this Wispon to go on the offense. So we can hold down the trigger, and that'll let us hold out the flamethrower and just wipe out any enemy that comes in our path as we're going forward. Just like that.
It seems like in a platformer, precision is always key. So how do you balance giving the players the ability to sort of customize certain abilities, certain stats with, a platforming challenge?
Yeah, it's a good question. And I wouldn't think of it as like customizing stats. You're not going in and like adjusting your jump ability or anything like that.
You're not min-maxing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's more of like customizing that Wispon that you see the character with. And so you're adjusting how can I platform through the level when I collect those wisps, right? What secrets can I get to that I couldn't get to with a different Wispon?
Yeah. It almost seems cool, like that seems like built for sequence breaking and speedrunning and like being able to watch people online do things where you're like, we totally didn't plan for that.
We've already had that in some of our early testing. We're like, oh, do you know if you use this certain Wispon and just like hold this down, you can completely skip these sections? Oh, we didn't know that was the thing. So,
love that.
it's kind of fun, and I hope, man, I can't wait to see speedrunners because they do an awesome job with Sonic games in general. I can't wait to watch them. Now here, we're coming at the end of the level.
Cool crab guy.
It is a cool crab guy.
This is a fun moment for the demo in the game.
The last boss was a Dragoon. I think this one's the Crab Rangoon.
It's the Crab Rangoon.
That's right.
Okay, we haven't had dinner yet.
The Crab Rangoon. I'll let the dev team know that IGN has requested.
That's a freebie. I can have that one.
It might be too late to change it, but I'll pass on the request. And this is kind of like a little mini boss. It's not really a full boss.
Yeah.
It's just kind of this cool cinematic moment at the end of the level. We're dodging the bits of the level that it's throwing at us. You get a good view of the character that we've created here. Now, we've been pretty tame with this character. I just want to throw it out there. You can get really crazy with some of the accessories later as you collect them. And then we time that. Perfect. It's kind of a little cinematic moment as the character's going to zip around.
Oh, and now it's Uncharted.
That was Uncharted.
And take that thing down. Woo, perfect. So there's a lot of cool stuff in the game, and there's even more we haven't announced yet that we're going to kind of be talking about as we get a little bit into E3. So we have some more news coming up tomorrow.
You can announce it now if you want.
I know I could,
why
but
wait? Just get ahead of it.
My PR team would kill me, guys.
They're probably.
We'll
She's
protect
standing
you.
right over there, giving me this symbol. Like I don't know about that.
So you announced platforms for Sonic Mania.
So Mania and Forces both coming out. PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch.
Cool.
As we were talking about earlier, on the Switch, you can actually take the Joy-Cons off and play Sonic and Tails for Mania, which is really cool, worth mentioning. Forces, again, the same platforms. And the Forces is coming out this holiday. We do have a release date for Mania, and that's going to be August 15th.
Oh, that's super soon.
This year. It's coming out really soon.
That's terrifying.
So we're stoked. Yeah, pre-order's up now, and we just can't wait for it to be here so we can see what people think of it.
Yeah. Forces is later this year.
Yeah.
That's right.
But
End of
still
this year.
coming 2017.
That's correct. Yeah.
What I think is really cool about Forces is that even though it's the more modern of the Sonic games, I can totally see the threads that connect it to the classic Sonic games.
Yeah. Which is actually, that's just a smart through line to, both appeal to people like us who, played Sonic when we were kids, but also kids now who are getting into Sonic for the first time.
Yeah, and this started with Sonic Generations, but the title Generations meant more than just generations of Sonic. It also meant generations of us as fans, because a lot of us that grew up, as kids playing it now, getting old enough that we start having kids and doing adult things, and you're like, I don't want to do that, right? But even so, it's happening. Time marches on, So here we are, and it's kind of neat that a new generation of people can be introduced to Sonic, and a generation of kids, dads can play with their sons or mothers with their daughters, whatever, right? So it's kind of neat that we've come to that point now with Sonic and with other gaming icons.
Yeah.
Aaron, thank you so much for bringing not one, but two Sonic games by the IGN show.
Thanks so much for having me.